Hello viewers and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be learning how to make baby booties. So this is the part 1. Afterwards we go into the part 2. So the part 1 is about the sole. Enjoy. Okay, so for this lesson we are going to be using our 3 mm hook and our yarn. Okay, so as usual we start with a slip knot. Okay, so we have our slip knot, and now we are going to be chaining 15 chains. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 13 14 and 15. Okay, so we have 15 chains. Now count 3 chains backwards, 1 2 3, and in the 4th chain you're going to be making 2 double crochets. So our double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook into the 4th chain, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Now yarn over again into the same space, make another double crochet. So we have 2 double crochet. Now you're going to make 10 double crochets into the next 10 chains. So we have 1 then into the next one, and into the next. So keep going like that, and I'll see you guys at the 10th chain. So this is 1 2, so we have 3 done already. Alright, so we have our 10 double crochets here. If you did it correct, you will have 1 more chain left. Now into that last chain we are going to be doing 6 double crochets inside it. So go ahead and do 6 double crochets inside the last chain. So this is 2, this is 3, okay, so we have our 6 double crochets inside the last chain. Now we're going to be working back on these sides, right here on these sides, and we're going to be doing 10 double crochets into the next 10 stitches. So you're going to start from this stitch right here. So insert your hook and make sure that this is at the back, so you can just crochet it all in. So this is 1, as you can see. So make sure you don't miss any stitch. Let it be directly under the last stitch, and so into the next one, that's 2, and then into the next, that's 3. So keep going, make sure that you don't miss any stitch. So we've done 3 double crochets into the next 3, so we have 7 more to go. So there we go, we have 10 double crochets. As you can see, it's very neat because I didn't miss any stitch. And at the back you can see that I have actually crocheted this tail, so even if I cut it, I won't worry that the beginning is going to lose. Okay, so now we have our 10 double crochet right here, right directly opposite the other ones that were here. Now in our last chain, which is here, you're going to make 3 double crochets in it. So make 3 double crochets inside the last chain. Okay, so there you have it. We're through with this our first row. So remember, we're going into 3 rows. So this is our first row. Now to end it, remember we chained 3. So these are chain 3. So the last chain, the third chain there before our stitch, then you insert your hook in and make a slip knot. And there we have it, our first row. Now let's move on to the second row. Second row, you chain 3. Okay, and now in our slip stitch right here, make 1 double crochet. Okay, so that is done. Then you will make 2 increase of double crochets into the next 2 stitches. What do I mean? Into the first double crochet, make an increase of double crochets, and then in the second double crochet the stitch, make an increase also. And I'll see you guys there. So you are going to be making a total of 4 double crochets, 2 in the first stitch and 2 in the next. Okay, so here is our increase right there. This 2 increase. Now, as we did for this row, we're also going to be doing for this row. It's just a repetition of increase, actually, just to increase the sole, so that the baby feet will, the way slippers looks like, that's how the sole is going to be. Okay, so as we did here, we made 10 double crochet. We're also going to be making 10 double crochet into the next 10 stitches. So do that, and I will see you guys at the end of the 10th stitch. Okay, so we're through. So this is the 10th double crochet. Now what we did here, remember here we just made 6 double crochets into the same stitch. Here we're going to be doing the same thing, but it's just going to be increase. So we're going to have 6 increase into the next 6 stitches, I mean. So let me just give you guys an example. We have 1 in the same stitch, have another one, so that's 1 increase, and then into the next have 1, and then into that same stitch you have another. So continue. So we've done 2 increase, so finish up with the remaining 4. Okay, so if you did the right thing, you should have your work looking like this already. So we have our 6 increase right here. Yeah, and as you can see, this is where the 6th double crochet on this row stopped, and so this is where the second row also stopped. So now the next thing you're going to do is take you're going to make 10 double crochets down to the 10th stitch. So 1 double crochet for each till you reach the 10th stitch, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, so we have our 10 double crochet right here. I hope your work is also taking shape as mine. So if you did the right thing again, you should have 3 stitches left on this side. So what you did here, like I said, it's just an increase to make the feet expand. So now you're going to be doing 3 increase into the next 3 stitches here. 1, 2, 3. So 2 double crochets in this first one, then 2 double crochets in the second one, and 2 double crochets in the last one. So go ahead and finish up to the last one, and I'll tell you what to do next. Yes, so we are done with our second row. So let's finish it up. Remember what you did here. Also do it here into the 3rd chain. Locate it, insert your hook, and slip stitch. Alright, so as you can see, we're going to the final row. Now this row is a combination of 3 different stitches. So we're using single crochet, we're using half double, and we're also going to be using double crochet. So for this row, you're not going to be chaining 3, you're going to chain just 1. Yes, and the reason being that we're starting our work with a single crochet. So into this same slip stitch, make a single crochet. All right, now into the next stitch, make a single crochet increase. Yes, then into the next stitch, make 1 single crochet. Then into the next stitch, make an increase again, like that, and then finally make 1 single crochet. Now we're done with this. We are now going to make 4 single crochets into the next 4 stitches. So that's 1, remember not to yarn over, it's single crochets, then 2. Alright, so we have our 4 single crochets. Now the next stitch we are going into is our half double. So yarn over, and we are going to be making 4 half doubles into the next 4 stitches. So this is 2. Remember, half double is yarn over, in, pull out, then pull through everything. So this is 3, and finally our 4th half double in the 4th stitch. Okay, so as you can see, it's taking shape. Now the next thing we're going to be doing, we're going to crochet 2 double crochet now. So make 2 double crochet and 2. Now this place you really need to focus where we're about to go, what we're about to go into. Now from here to here, remember in this one, like I said, it's always an increase when it comes here. So when I mean we're going to be increasing by 1, that means 1 double crochet single, 1 double crochet, then into the next stitch you're going to make an increase of the same double crochet stitch. Now let me show you what I mean. Into the first one, make 1 double crochet, and then into the next one you're going to be making 2 double crochets inside that same stitch. So I hope you're getting it. So I'm going to do it again. Into the next one, make 1 double crochets on its own, and into the next stitch make an increase. All right, so this is it. As you can see, from the smallest stitch to the larger stitch, like that. So that's how it's going. So I already did 2 of this, one double crochet, then an increase of the double crochet, 1 double crochet, and also an increase. So this is 2. So now you're going to be making 4 more. So do 4 more. Remember to be focused so you don't miss any stitch, and I'll see you guys there. And finally we have our 6th stitch of 1 double crochet and then an increase of double crochet. So now you're going to repeat what you did on this side here. So before we started this side, we went with 2 double crochet. So that's what we're going to be doing here. Make 2 double crochets, then afterwards make 4 half double in the next 4 stitches. Alright, so if you did the right thing, your work should look like this. So yay, our sole is taking shape. So just remains to finish this side. So now we're going to make 4 single crochet. So make 4. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that is 4. Alright, so we have 4 single crochet. Now into the remaining 6 stitches, you're going to make 1 single crochet, then an increase of single crochet, 1 single crochet and an increase of single crochet, and finally 1 single crochet and an increase of single crochet. Here is what I mean. Just repetition of what you did here. So they are doing here 1 single crochet and then 1 and 2. So that's an increase again, 1, and then in the next one make 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So finish up and then I'll show you what you're finally going to do. Finally, we are through with our sole. So look at how it is. This is how your sole should look like. So let's quickly finish it up. So you locate the chain 1 that you made earlier. Now I didn't really use a stitch marker because I already know how to spot the chains, but for beginners I advise that immediately after your first row, make sure that you chain the 3rd chain. You stitch mark the 3rd chain so that when you're at the end you don't miss where the chain is. Okay, but if you're already good at crochet and you can spot the chains, well, you can choose not to use a stitch marker, but I still advise that you use a stitch marker. So when I have located the last chain and I have done my slip knot. Now I won't advise you to cut your yarn. Remember, this is our part 1 of making the baby bootie. Okay, so this is how your sole looks like. Yes, it's very fun and easy to make. So if you have the same color, you can use another yarn, because I don't advise you to cut this one and decide to make another sole. You can use the same color for another to make another sole, so you have 2 feet prepared down. So yeah, there you have it, guys. So here's the sole and we're done. I hope you were able to make your baby sole. So continue with part 2 very soon. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you have any question, drop it in the comment box. Don't forget to also subscribe if this is your first time, and also share. Love you.